This is Math Sports Hour, bringing you all the facts, no bullshit, not wasting your time or mine because time is money. Alright, the Buccaneers, they're a hot topic right now. They have Tom Brady, but what a lot of people are not talking about is how the Bucs are getting new uniforms. Now, this will mark the first major rebrand of the team ever since their inception in 1976, and also the latest update in 2014, which resulted in the modernized logo, which you see on screen, oversized helmet decals, the first chrome face mask in the league, a custom number font, contrasting shoulder yoke, and the return of orange as a Teteri color to their red and pewter scheme. Now, the logo is set to be unveiled March 7th, so be on the lookout for that. You know, Tom Brady is nearing the end of his career. No matter how you spin it, he's 42, and he probably only has 3 years left with the Buccaneers. But before he inevitably settles into the Hall of Fame, for now, he's settling in a little-known place called Davis Island Mansion. Maybe you've heard of it. It's just the place that was built by Hall of Fame baseball star Derek Jeter. So the waterfront house is 30,000 square feet, features 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, a pool, 2 boat lifts, an entertainment room, and a billiard room, as Rick Stroud confirmed this on Twitter. What a concept. 2 goats that lived in the same house. That's honestly amazing. And like I said, no matter how you spin it, Tom Brady really only has, I would say, 2 years left with Tampa, because he'll probably do what Peyton Manning did with the Broncos, because he spent most of his career with the Colts, and he spent 3 years with the Broncos. So, yeah, he'll probably do something similar to that. Now, I don't know about 3 years. Heck, I don't even know about 1 year if the season's still going to go on as planned with all this COVID-19 stuff happening. But yeah, he'll probably do just that. He's on a 1-year extension plan for this season, so we'll see about next season. But he seems pretty set for the first season, which is good, because it gives him a chance to get settled and learn the offense and see if he even wants to stay in Tampa. And hell, maybe he'll win a Super Bowl and retire the first year with the Bucs. Anyway, we're going to stay in the South for a while, because while Superman might have left the Panthers, now they have Teddy Bridgewater. If you don't know what that means, allow me to clarify. So Cam Newton, he was the starting quarterback of the Carolina Panthers for 9 years. However, on March 24th, 10:46 a.m., they released him. At the time of this recording, he is still a free agent and he has not gone to any team. However, they now have a QB that's been all over the place. He's played 3 years in Minnesota, 2 years in New Orleans, and 1 year with the Jets. His stats for the Saints include a 128.80% completion percentage, 1,502 yards in the air, 3 interceptions, and 10 touchdowns. And that's in total of the 2 years he played with the Saints. The 2 years he was with the Vikings, he totaled 13,802 yards in the air, 66 touchdowns, and 46 interceptions, and it had a 194.9% completion percentage. However, Unfortunately, he missed all of the 2016 season with a dislocated left knee and multiple torn ligaments. So last month, his former teammate Robbie Anderson followed him all the way to Carolina with a 2-year, $20 million contract. His stats include 779 yards, 5 TDs, including a 92-yarder against the Cowboys. And if you don't remember that, that was basically the Jets' first win against the Cowboys. So he seems to have a connection with Bridgewater, as David Newton on ESPN.com said, quote, "I know what he's here to do. There wasn't much he had to sell me on. When I saw Teddy sign there it really was the icing on the cake. It really attracted me to want me to be a Panther," end quote. If I can honestly just say, it's looking like the Panthers will bounce back from a 5-11 season. Hop on a jet, because we're going to New York. Now, last season looked like a new era for the Jets. They had new shiny uniforms, a young QB. However, things did not quite go as expected, as a lack of a good O-line caused Sam Darnold to be sacked 33 times. This ended up in a resulting disappointing 7-9 season. Well, it looks like the Jets are already trying to improve upon that record of 7-9. As this offseason alone, they've made 3 notable signings: Connor McGovern, Greg Van Roten, and George Fant. Connor McGovern agreed to a 3-year deal worth $27 million and $18 million guaranteed. Coming out of Missouri, he is a significantly better pass blocker than run blocker, which can prove useful for Sam Darnold, maybe not so much for Le'Veon, so we'll see where that takes the run game. However, he and Darnold are owned by the same agency, CAA, so that might make for some really good team chemistry, and that's really what you want in an O-line. So the former Seattle Seahawk George Fant reached an agreement with the Jets on a 3-year, $30 million deal that includes $13.7 million guaranteed, according to reporters by ESPN's Jeremy Fowler and Adam Schefter. Hopefully, he'll provide good protection for Darnold and company, especially seeing as how he missed the 2017 season with a torn ACL. Well, with the number 11 draft pick, it's no doubt the Jets are headed towards another rebuild. Best of luck to them and their coaching staff, but hopefully they can get some good draft picks. Alright, moving on to our last team of the day, the 49ers. They might not have a lot of spots on their 90-man roster, but there are 2 free agents who could be coming to San Francisco, and those are Frank Gore and Delanie Walker. Now, if Frank Gore does want to re-sign with the team, he'll most definitely retire as a Niner. However, right now, there's just not a lot of room on that 49ers depth chart, especially when they have Raheem Mostert. Correct me in the comments if I'm not saying that right. This guy averaged 772 yards and 8 touchdowns last year alone. George Kittle, the tight end out of Iowa, could be looking at becoming the highest paid tight end in the league, and that would surpass that of Jimmy Graham, who makes $10 million per season. However, he more than little deserves that, because he surpassed Jimmy Graham in total yardage last year in the 2019 season by over 500 yards and 2 more TDs than he had, seeing as Graham only coughed up 3 while Kittle only had 5. So, of course, with the 13th overall draft pick and a 90-man roster, they have to consider cutting some players. First would be Tevin Coleman, who currently has a salary base of $8,500,000. However, the Niners are $49.5 million under the cap, and seeing as how Tevin only ran for 544 yards and just 6 touchdowns, it would not be surprising for the Niners to cut him. Matt Breida did not have a role on offense to end the season. The club placed a second-round tender on him as a restricted free agent. Right now, Breida is most likely to find himself on another team to open the season. They might also look at trading Nick Mullins and CJ Beathard. Last year, John Lynch stated, quote, "We believe that there's a great position of strength, and we feel from our starter, Jimmy, on down to the other two, that is a great position of strength," end quote. Now, he said that in September of last year, but it still applies to this year. And basically what he's saying is he's trying to reserve QBs. It's expensive and time-consuming to put resources towards quarterbacks. And he's not wrong. He's basically just saying we should focus our efforts on just Jimmy G. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it up there. If you like the video, please remember to comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. And, maybe leave some comments about how I can improve. Because, again, I'm trying to give you guys the best content possible. I'm going to link this video on my Instagram, so go follow me there. I'll leave the link to that in the description. And I will see you guys next time.